unmute. Okay. Now can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, unmute there. All right. See who we here.
Yep, looks like you have four.
Myself.
Oh, David Walker.
Ricardo. Okay. Believe we have a quorum, based on what I see. So let's call this December 16th meeting of the Board of Adjustment to order. Can we begin with a roll call, please?
Sure. Chairman Karaka,
Present.
Vice Chairman Walker, Burris McCree,
Present.
Gordon Robinson,
Present.
Ricardo Barrera,
Thought I saw Ricardo on there. Ricardo, I think you were muted.
yeah, I just unmuted him. Yes, okay, we have a quorum.
Okay, wonderful. We have a quorum. I assume that if we had, we will have an open access. The public could participate remotely, and I do not see any other attendees on here, although we just had somebody join us, Mr. Walker. For the record, notation, Walker has joined us, 131. And moving past public comment, gentlemen, if you had a chance to review our minutes from last month's meeting, the 18th.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
All right, Mr. McCree with the motion. I will second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Minutes approved. We have a approval of absences for Mr. Barrera, and I believe that is in regard to the November 18th date, if I am correct. So how do we go about doing that? Do we just vote to approve the absence, or we need to hear from Mr. Barrera?
It is at your discretion, Chair, but it does require a vote for the excused absence.
Okay. Mr. Barrera, for last meeting, I believe it was, as of the time, unexcused or unnotified absent.
Yes, apologize for that. I was actually in the valley, so I work for Driscoll Children's Hospital, and we have clinics and stuff there in the valley. So I was actually currently on a plane flying to the valley during that time.
Was that, I guess, something? Typically in the excusal of absence, it's in the case of something that, perhaps is unplanned or unscheduled. In this case, sounds like.
Yeah.
This was something that was unplanned or unscheduled?
That's correct. Yeah, we had some stuff go on over there that I had to take care of. Normally it's planned and I can head that way whenever, but
okay. Well, in the future, if you a simple email, text message, if you can't make it, we would appreciate that. I think we struggled to have a quorum. I don't know that we actually had a quorum last meeting. We, thank goodness, didn't have any cases ahead of us. But I will leave it to the board if anybody would like to make a motion to excuse Mr. Barrera's absence or proceed as an unexcused absence.
I vote to approve his absence.
Okay, Mr. Burrs votes, makes the motion to approve it. Is there a second to approve Mr. Barrera's absence from last meeting as excused? Okay, we do not have a second.
I'm sorry, I'm going to unmute.
I'm sorry, did I have a second on that? Okay, I don't believe I did. So I had a motion. All right, can everybody hear me now? I can't hear anybody.
I can hear you, Mr. Chairman.
Sorry about that. We're here. We were just trying to cut back on the feedback.
Okay, so I want to get past this approval of absence. I heard a motion from Mr. McCree to approve it. I did not hear a second and need to determine whether or not there was one. Okay, so I don't believe there was one. For the third time, I think checking. So unexcused absence. So section V, discussion of possible action.
Yes, Chair. This is Nina Nixon-Mendez, Assistant Director of Development Services. We are proposing a calendar for the upcoming Zoning Board of Adjustment meetings in 2021. The meetings are planned for the fourth Wednesday of every month, except in November and December. In November, the meeting is proposed for November the 17th. In December, the meeting is proposed for December the 15th. And with that, we recommend approval of the proposed calendar.
Okay.
I can't hear him. How did he?
Okay. I'm sorry, I was muting myself in case I was the one causing that background noise. Kind of like we are in person, where we turn our microphones on and off. Perhaps we can mute until we're ready to speak. But you guys, the calendar is, I believe, on page 3 of our taken, right? The fourth Wednesday of every month, except for November, December. I will make a motion to adopt the schedule for the Board of Adjustment for 2021. And may we have a second?
I'll second. Gordon Robinson.
Mr. Robinson, notate second the approval for the 2021 calendar. All in favor of adopting the proposed calendar before us for the year of 2021 for the Board of Adjustment?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Mr. Watson, aye. Okay, looks like I heard everybody say aye. So unanimous approval of our calendar for 2021. So we got that. So we'll set those dates and put them on our calendars. And again, if pass it, if we know that we're not going to be able to make it, even if it's a day or a few hours, an email to the city staff or myself, just a simple email or text message to advise that you can't make it, we would appreciate it, especially in the case that we can't have a forum and we have cases in front of us. That would be ultimately what we want to avoid. Again, we got lucky last month. Moving on. So we have, do we have a briefing regarding some process changes for that annual report?
Yes, sir. This item pertains to a briefing on the new process changes to the Board of Adjustment annual report. In March 17th of 2020, City Council revised the policy pertaining to boards and commissions. And there is a new provision related to the annual report where there were some changes made. And so this is briefly outlined in your agenda memorandum. So as you know, we always submit an annual report on the activities of the Zoning Board of Adjustment with respect to the cases that the board hears every year. This is actually, and typically that's done administratively. And so this new change engages the Zoning Board of Adjustment in that we would bring back the report for the board's ratification in January, at the January meeting. The memo outlines what's required in the report, and we did attach last year's report. so that you have an idea of what we have provided in the past. But it does, of course, talk about the description of the activities of the board. But if there are other things that you would like included in the annual report, we would be glad to include those. And you can, provide suggestions today or even email us, and we will be sure to incorporate that into the annual report. So again, the draft report would go back to the Zoning Board of Adjustment at the January meeting for consideration. And with that, I'd be glad to answer any questions you might have.
Mr. Walker, I believe you had, this is the same one that was sent to us a few weeks ago. Mr. Walker, you had pointed out a detail on this, if I'm not mistaken, via email a week or two ago. Am I correct?
I'm sorry. What was the question again? Did I do what? I'm sorry.
I believe, did you respond to the original email of this draft report? You had notated,
yes, I was concerned that we wouldn't have a reason for not meeting in person. I was concerned that the way I read it, it said we had to be there in person. And I think we wanted some kind of modification that would allow for Zoom or WebEx meetings.
Yes, I think perhaps our city attorney representative Buck can address our procedures related to COVID. Is Buck on?
Yeah, I think you took it out.
But essentially, we are in compliance with the state statute, the COVID procedures that we are using currently, as long as we allow for the public comment. If you notice on your agenda, there is a public comment section, and any written comment that we receive would be written into the record at that time. Or of course, read into the record at the time the case is considered. And so that is acceptable COVID-19 procedures in accordance with our statutes.
Okay.
yeah. Mr. Walker was talking about is on page 3, which is 10.1.8 section C, or point C, where it notated all members necessary to provide a quorum must physically present at the meeting to conduct business, and so long as the WebEx, this constitutes physical presence and allow for the public comment, and the city legal staff has reviewed that. I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
If the board would like, we could add some language, some COVID language within that, within the parameters.
Yeah. I, wouldn't hurt to, add another sentence or two, just to state what may likely continue for at least the early portion of 2021. If we have an opportunity to, make a change, let's make it, reflect what actually is occurring. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. I appreciate Mr. Walker pointing that out. So if I am correct, the board as a whole take this document and have an opportunity to review it prior to next meeting, and anytime in between, feel free to email with any suggestions, additions, subtractions, changes, etc. And then our January meeting, whatever changes made, we are to adopt this document then, correct?
That would be the annual report that would be presented, and that will go out with the agenda item in January.
Okay, perfect. So again, you gentlemen have it at your disposal. Please review if there's anything in there that you feel needs adjustment or changing. please bring it up via email to the group and review that. And I believe that covers that point. Is there a director's report for today?
No report today, sir.
No director's report. All right. Well, thank you very much. And again, I think that concludes this meeting. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
All right. I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
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 And December 16th, the Board of Adjustment is adjourned. Everybody, city staff and board, you guys have a wonderful Christmas. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and hope to see y'all in January, and blessings to y'all. Great seeing everybody.
You too. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.